The erotic sentiment proceeds from the dominant state of love, and it has its basis a bright attire for whatever in this world is white, pure, bright, and beautiful, is appreciated in terms of the dominant state of love, that is Shringara. For example, one who is elegantly dressed is called a lovely person. Just as persons are named after the custom of their father or mother or family in accordance with the traditional authority, so the sentiments, the states, and other objects connected with drama are given names in pursuance of the custom and the traditional authority. Hence, the erotic sentiment has been so named on account of its usually being associated with a bright and elegant attire. It owes its origin to men and women and relates to the fullness of youth. It has two bases: union, that is Sambhoga, and separation, that is Vipralambha. Of these two, the erotic sentiment in union arises from determinants like the pleasures of the season, the enjoyment of garlands, unguents, ornaments, the company of beloved persons, objects of senses, splendid mansions, going to a garden, and enjoying oneself there, seeing the beloved one, hearing his or her words, playing and dallying with him or her. It should be represented on the stage by consequents such as clever movement of eyes, eyebrows, glances, soft and delicate movement of limbs, and sweet words, and similar other things. Transitory states in it do not include fear, indolence, cruelty, and disgust. The erotic sentiment in separation should be represented on the stage by consequence such as indifference, languor, fear, jealousy, fatigue, anxiety, yearning, drowsiness, sleep, dreaming, awakening, illness, insanity, epilepsy, inactivity, fainting, death, and other conditions. If the erotic sentiment has its origin in love, why does it manifest itself through the pathetic conditions? The erotic sentiment has its basis in union as well as in separation. The pathetic sentiment relates to a condition of despair owing to the affliction under a curse, separation from dear ones, loss of wealth, death, or captivity, while the erotic sentiment based on separation relates to a condition of retaining optimism arising out of yearning and anxiety. Hence, the pathetic sentiment and the erotic sentiment in separation differ from each other, and this is the reason why the erotic sentiment includes conditions available in all other sentiments. And the sentiment called erotic is rich in pleasure, connected with desired objects, enjoyment of seasons, garlands, and similar other things, and it relates to the union of man and woman. The erotic sentiment arises in connection with favorable seasons, garlands, ornaments, enjoyment of the company of beloved ones, music and poetry, and going to the garden and roaming there. It should be represented on the stage by means of serenity of the eyes and the face, sweet and smiling words, satisfaction and delight, and graceful movements of the lips. The comic sentiment has as its basis the dominant emotion of laughter. This is created by determinants such as showing unseemly dress or ornament, impudence, greediness, quarrel, defective limb, use of irrelevant words, mentioning of different faults, and similar other things. This, the comic sentiment, is to be represented on the stage by consequence like the throbbing of the lips, the nose, and the cheek, opening the eyes wide or contracting them, perspiration, color of the face, and taking hold of the sides. Transitory states in it are indolence, dissimulation, drowsiness, sleep, dreaming, insomnia, envy, and the like. This sentiment is of two kinds: self-centered and centered in others. When a person himself laughs, it relates to the self-centered comicment. But when he makes others laugh, it is centered in others. As this makes one laugh by an exhibition of oddly placed ornaments, unrefined behavior, words, and dress, and strange movement of limbs. It is called the comic sentiment. This sentiment is mostly to be seen in women and persons of the inferior type.
Based on the intensity and way of laughing, hasya is of 6 types: smita, hasita, bihasita, upahasita, apahasita, atihasita. Smita, it is actually smiling very little, a gentle one, and is shown by slightly blown cheeks and smiling without revealing the teeth. Hasita also can be termed as mandahasa. Teeth are shown slightly in hasita. Bihasita. It means laughing. Slight sound will be heard while laughing. Eyes are contracted, cheeks are blown, and the face becomes bright. Upahasita. In this, eyes are opened wide, nose is expanded, and head and shoulder are bent. The face shows ridiculous expression. It is the sarcastic laughter. Apahasita. The term means silly laughter. In this, while laughing, tears come from the eyes. The person shakes the head and shoulder while laughing. Atihasita. This is excessive laughing. The person makes a noisy laughter with tears in the eyes, and sides are grasped by hands. This type of laughter lasts longer. The person goes on laughing.